Somebody put some music in my food for me. Give me some reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce. It's so nice, I had to name it twice. I call it reggae.
Drop it out, turn it on. You ever see people run and looking like some madman? Whoa, whoa. Thing flying up in the air, we raving cause we don't care. Whoa, whoa. Don't tell me about breeze, we don't care about that. Please, I go wind down flat. Cheese, a matter of fact. Hey, it's only when you see a little coming at you. Hold on to your line, hold on to your line, hold on to your line, walk a line, walk a line.
Sauce, hot reggae sauce. Just like my baby, it is the
becoming a kind of hierarchy that only the rich can afford. They're bought. So as soon as they're bought by rich Trinidadians or Americans, Europeans, these costumes are also often thrown away. So there's a huge waste in terms of the creation and then
perfect delight. It's got some peppers and some herbs and spice. Me reggae sauce, hot reggae sauce. Just like my baby, it is the perfect delight. It's got some peppers and some herbs and spice. Me want some reggae sauce, hot reggae sauce. It's so nice with your fried chicken. Make burgers finger licking. On your barbecue and your drumsticks. Put some reggae sauce on your dish. So nice with fish and chips. And in a vegetarian dish. As a marinade or as a dip, say me love you reggae sauce. Nice up your chips, reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce. It's so nice, I had to name it twice. I call it reggae sauce. Hot reggae sauce. You can eat it with some crackers, steamed down with 2 fat slappers. Snappers. I'm gonna come properly. I don't normally bring out this guitar. Her name is Miriam. And I think if there was an inspiration that helps me to get to where I am, this guitar is perhaps the key thing. It was brought by my mom while I was in prison. I think this was about 1985. I was struggling in Brixton. In those times I was with a sound system called Sir Coxon. We used to come up to Huddersfield and beat up all the sound systems. But I couldn't focus. I knew I had it in me, my mom knew I had it in me. But I ended up at Her Majesty's pleasure. And the judge looked at me in 1986 and says, young man, you're a scourge to society. And I'm gonna sentence you to 9 years in prison. So my mom, knowing that she knew that I had some kind of talent somewhere along with the music. But I just couldn't focus with it, just couldn't do it properly. So while I was serving this 9-year sentence, she went to a shop in Brixton called Music Mart. It's actually on Atlantic Road in Brixton. And she saw this guitar. She paid £500 for it. In 1986, to my mom, £500 was like a massive amount of money. But that was like an investment in their son, in her son's future. She wanted to do something for me. She didn't know what it was, but she knew that what inspired me was this music thing that came from my grandma, her mom. And her mom's name was Millie Small. Miriam Small, even, who was a family of Millie Small. So music was always in the blood. She went to the prison office of my mom in Brixton. And I don't know how she did it. Because I never saw anybody else with a guitar in their cell in that time. I don't know how she explained it to the prison officers that her son needed some kind of guidance. And I was allowed to have this guitar in my cell. And not only just the guitar, she brought, it was a Beatles book showing you how to hold the chords, because I couldn't play any guitar. So she brought the guitar, £500, and she brought the book for about something like £3. That just showed you how to hold the chords of the guitar, where to put your fingers and all that. And while I had the time, I learned to play the guitar. I wrote my first album called Free Your Mind on there. And I was nominated for a MOBO Awards when I eventually came out with those songs. When the people them come to England, they realized that the gold dust was actually dog shit. And they had to pick it up. Because they had visions, you know, they had their children back in the Caribbean, and for me, those people back in those days, including my parents, were some of the most entrepreneurial people that I ever knew. Imagine leaving your children 5,000 miles away. And the plan back then for parents was to come to the UK, buy a house within a few years, and start to send for the children one at a time to educate them. Big things. So if you're looking for inspiration in other people, look closer to home first. Because for me, that was the biggest entrepreneurial move I can think of. My parents, my mom, she was what? In her 20s at the time. 6 children left behind with the grandma. And of course, me being the youngest one, I remember it well. We slept in this big bed in my grandma's house. And every year when my mother and father would get the money together in the UK to send for one of the children, all that arrived that you knew that somebody was leaving was something called a grip. Anybody remember grip? Lord of mercy. Remember the grip, them was like reddish in color, like a kind of a red brownish kind of color. And every time one of those grip come, I knew that there was one of somebody was leaving, but I knew it wasn't me. Because all I cared about really was that every time one of my brothers and sisters leave, a little more room in the bloody bed was there. But I love my grandma. She was everything, you know, mom and dad. Because my parents left when I was like maybe 5 or 6, being the youngest. So I never really knew my mom and dad. Everything was just my grandma. I can hear her calling me. Because you know, Jamaicans, we never name our kids after a real name. Because even though my father named me the name of, and nobody never dare not call me Keith in here today, and I'm in trouble. But my grandma used to call me Willesley! Willesley. I can hear her dulcet tones right now, you know, as a little boy, I'm in the field, and she's calling me, and she tells me, Mr. Lord of mercy, hear my grandma calling me again. As a matter of fact, I think that I was quite rubbish in some ways, because I got my numbers wrong. You remember the man said to me, Mr. Levi Rose, you can't count. You remember that? You remember the part when I was like really cool and I came on and I'm saying, you know, looking with my lovely Oswald Boateng suit and I'm serenading the dragons and everything like that. And then I think it was Theo Paphitis that looked at me and says, Levi Roots, what a wonderful name. Is that your real name? And then I thought, Lord of mercy, there's no way I'm going to come on television and tell 10 million people that my name is Bloody Keith.
They set the house on a train. They made a demon out of me.
Want some reggae, reggae sauce. Hot reggae, reggae sauce. It's so nice with your fried chicken. Make burgers finger licking. On your barbecue and your drumsticks. Put some reggae sauce on your reggae.
They slave trade from Africa, the crown jewels, there was probably bloodshed, the massacre, torture method killings, raping out the women. These are the things in school they don't teach the children. I want to speak the truth to the youth, but if I speak too much, they might shoot me from the roof. It's like phlegm, getting it off my chest. I leave the body down my car, plus a bulletproof vest. Cause they wanna try shoot ya. Look at Martin Luther, look at Malcolm X and Castro in Cuba. We brainwashed by car clothes, jewels and bling. Calling each other N-words, but really we kings. Rest in peace Mandela, that brother went through some things to make his people's lives better. What a fella, from the tribes of the Israelites, spit the realest on the mic, the lion crown, the king Selassie, the queen he made his wife. Yeah. It's a rise of the king. Hold your head high, stand tall and do your thing. Put your fists open, battle through the evil. Open up your eyes, time to wake up people. To all the ladies, a rise of a queen. Hold your head high, stand tall and stay clean. Keep your fists open, battle through the evil. Open up your eyes.
Rise away. Pickle pan the way, make me eat and sing, dance and play ring ding pan the mountainside. Make me cook the pickle pan the way, make me eat and sing, dance and play ring ding pan the mountainside. Make up the fire matter, put on the gungo peas, set out the flower Sarah, feel the evening breeze. Evening time, work is over now, it's evening time. Me that walk pa mountain, me walk pa mountain, me walk pa mountainside. Make me cook the pickle pan the way, make me eat and sing, dance and play ring ding pan the mountainside.
I just boxed the English title in front of 20,000 at Manchester, and let's just say we're a lot more nervous standing here. And nothing's changed, other than the fact that I'm now the British champion, got a lot more wins on my record.
Thank you for your time. Hopefully next year we'll be here again.
Rice and peas in the ghetto. Rice and peas, a sufferer's need. Rice and peas in the ghetto. I've got the recipe, and I've got what you need. It gives me the energy.